Welcome back to Heaven Sent Boyfriend. This is Sada.
And I'm Chancellor.
Evening, everyone. Today we have a fragrance that was requested by one of our viewers. It was a deal. It was a handshake, a virtual handshake. She said that she would subscribe, and the deal was we had to do review Chanel Boy. Chanel Exclusif.
Shout out to you, Michaela. Thank you for your comment and urging us to review this fragrance.
Absolutely. Here we go. It's the Chanel Boy, Chanel Exclusif Boy.
Stay tuned, guys.
Stay tuned. So today we have this beautiful fragrance. I love the packaging for these fragrances for the Chanel Exclusif. It's a simple, clean lines. They're unique to my collection because I tend to have very ornate bottles. I tend to have a lot of Guerlain fragrances, and yeah, they tend to come in, really pretty bee bottles and everything like that. But I would say this is beautiful in its own way too. So let's all go ahead and get into the notes of what we smell here. I would say with Chanel Boy, well, first I'll say what the notes are in general. So we have lavender, grapefruit, lemon, geranium, orange blossom, and rose. We have white musk, heliotrope, sandalwood, vanilla, moss, and coumarin, which is also known as tonka. So why did I get Boy? What drew me to Boy? It's quite unique to my collection because it's very fresh. I would say on initial spray you get a lavender, but it's not like herbal lavender in the sense of kind of an essential oil smells. It has kind of just like screechy and pungent to some degree, but very clean smelling. I would say this lavender is very well blended, and it almost smells like a dried lavender, like the dried lavender petals that you put in a tea or something of the sort. That's what I kind of get.
Like the ones that
Yeah, the ones that actually. So I actually drink that. Or
she eats them. She eats them naked. Like sometimes she'll put them in the tea. Sometimes I got a taste for lavender. Let me just eat it.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. So I actually just eat the lavender buzz dried, just pop in my mouth, and this reminds me of that. When I chew on something, you get that aromatic with the dryness, but then you get the oils that come out of when you bite into it. That's exactly what I get, the kind of lavender I get in this fragrance. Usually when I chew on them, he's like, oh, you got lavender in your mouth. And I would say, so it's not solely just lavender. I would say it's a very well blended fragrance. It's very floral, but then that floral, that herbal element just kind of gives it the freshness, and it's very uplifting. And I really enjoy this fragrance. It's very unique to my collection because I don't tend to go for a lot of fragrances like this. And I pulled the trigger on this fragrance because I actually grabbed a sample from someone on Etsy. On Etsy, they were selling the fragrance sample, and I recalled smelling it in the store, just briefly spraying it on. And when I briefly sprayed it on, I wasn't too crazy about it. It smells good, but I wasn't like, oh yeah, pull the trigger. I actually smelled 1957 first, and I was like, oh yeah, I need that one. That was knock the socks off for me. This is not knock the socks off, but extremely pleasant scent to me. I really, really, really enjoy it. And I would say this is perfect. Just like I remember when I was sampling this fragrance, what I was wearing. I was wearing a white t-shirt, and I just sprayed it on my chest, and it was just intoxicating. I just kept smelling these wafts and wafts of this aromatic lavender, geranium, orange blossom, and then when it dried down, the tonka. And the tonka isn't like sugary sweet vanilla tonka either. I would say the tonka just gives like a creamy warmth to the fragrance, but you still smell that herbal and floral element over it. It's really beautiful. I really enjoy it.
For me, it opened up very masculine. I like it. It kind of reminded me of certain fragrances that my father would put on me, like as I was getting ready for church as a little kid. So I do get some of the lavender, like as you said, opening up. For me, it just was a bit more masculine, a bit more strong. But during dry down, like the more I was talking with my hands, things like that, I got more of the tonka, some of the geranium too. And Saida, I kind of asked her what was her motivation for buying. She kind of just explained it to me. But even as she's kind of talking here right now, I got some of that softness, some of that vanilla tonka smell, which I really, really like. Now, does this fragrance knock my socks off? Personally, not for me. But I do have a sample of myself. She kind of she gave me a sample, and I spray it here and there, but it's not like one of my favorites, but I love it on her.
Yeah, I really enjoy it. Like for me, I don't get any kind of masculine or I can see how it's unisex because I wouldn't say it's really a gender fragrance. Like it doesn't lean more each way, but it's just a really pleasant scent. It's a scent more so than it is a perfume or cologne. It's just a really, it just lifts off of you, and it just, whatever you're doing, whoever you are for that day, it's just coming off of you, and it smells really gorgeous. I actually read a review on Fragrantica where somebody said it should be called girl versus boy. So some people perceive this as very feminine. I would say this is like that. So this is a fougere. Fougere means like a fern, kind of interpretation, like a fern kind of scent. Fougere is French for fern. Now, I would say fougere is naturally usually a masculine kind of fragrance for other perfume houses that kind of do this style of fragrance, and I would say this is like a feminine fougere, if that makes sense. I really enjoyed that. I get to have like a barbershop scent, even though I wouldn't set foot in a barbershop, right? Because what I'm getting in there for, you know what I mean? But barbershops are usually for men, but it's just a day of pampering. And when I think of a barbershop, not a modern day barbershop, I think about the barbershop from like Sweeney Todd before he started doing all the murdering. You know, when he was all nice and his hair was combed and he was happy and married before he went crazy. Yeah, like, you know, that old school barbershop, you know, oh yeah, French cologne and you know, just pampered men and shaved faces and smooth. Yeah.
Speaking on men, yeah, I did a little bit of digging, a little bit of research on why this fragrance was named Boy Chanel, and it turns out that, you know, Chanel, her, how do I say, Chanel's inspiration for naming the fragrance, what she did was, so she was in an affair with a married man named Arthur Edward Boy, I forget, the last name escapes me, but she was in a relationship with him. They had an on-again, off-again affair, and she was inspired by his sense of fashion as well. So if you see those in any sort of Chanel line, you'll notice that if there's like dress wear or any sort of long coats or outer coats, outerwear, anything like that, the shoulders are very kind of jagged, kind of wide, like a man. Okay, and that was
kinda
his style.
Shoulder
patty, right? So they're broad, you know, but they're svelte women. They're tall, svelte women. So the reason you see that is because Chanel was directly impacted by Arthur Boy. The last name escapes me.
The menswear kind of thing. So it makes sense. Like with Chanel, even the Chanel suits, right? Like that idea that women can wear pants, right? And then you're still feminine. You can wear pearls with it and your red lipstick, and you know. And hey, I love that. And of course, you have that signature Chanel, the powderiness in there that makes it feminine. Feminine in the sense of a woman can wear it, and it's just like you just exude a really fresh, beautiful scent. I would say this scent becomes you, or you become the scent. You're one with it. It depends on what kind of lady you are, but for me, I feel like this just really went really well with me. Just putting it on, depending on that day when you just want to smell like this, it's just the perfect fragrance to wear.
And do you think that you wear the fragrance, or the fragrance wears you more so?
I don't know how to answer that. Wait, let me see. You said I wear.
Do you wear the fragrance, like you spray it on, and do you become, oh, this is Chanel, or are you already the essence? And you like the Chanel just brings more of you out.
You're ready to essence. So let's go to chemistry. I would say this fragrance exudes who I am on certain days. In the sense of we're all ourselves every single day, but there's different parts of your personality may exude on certain days, and this is me on a particular day. I won't say the cliche thing. This is me on the day you're just clean and fresh, and your mind is clear, and you're happy. You're really, really happy, and you just want to smell, and you're confident. That's this fragrance to me. Like you know, in a sense of you're not at work, you're not the boss, you're not it's just a feeling. It's a feeling. I smell it, and I get a feeling, and I guess I kind of feel like I do when I chew on lavender buds.
Yeah, she's in
I love
bliss.
doing it.
She is in such bliss when she's choosing that lavender.
I'm actually my office water, and I'm thinking about doing it now, but I ran out. So yeah.
Well, guys, thank you again for joining us for another evening with Heaven Sent Boyfriend. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, and thank you again for our subscriber for suggesting this review. We always look forward to your comments, so man, don't feel afraid to leave comments, leave suggestions for us, and then again, if we have the fragrance, or if it's something that we're willing to, you know, maybe
even test or something. Yeah, because we could always grab a tester. It doesn't hurt to grab a tester, especially if it's something you think might intrigue me and I haven't smelled before. If I have smelled before, I'll definitely let you know my take is on it in the comments, and if you do kind of suggest something to me, I do that quite often. But yeah, you know, welcome back to Heaven Sent Boyfriend. We hope you have a great weekend.
And so we'll see you guys in the next video.
All right, bye.
Bye.